all kinds of Mario Kart DI when I play Mario.
Dude, I have the hardest time in doubles when there's a red Falco on the screen and a blue Mario on the screen. I'm like, these two must be on the same team. They have the same color scheme, and yet they're not.
Didn't we
one's
talk about
blue
this?
And one's red.
Didn't we talk about this last week when we were playing teams in the hotel, and Falco is like blue and red?
Oh God, yeah, we did. Yeah.
Anyway,
all right,
we are into it.
Ooh. Always impressed. I'll just start off the bat by saying it. Always impressed by a really well placed Peach up air.
Yeah, because it's a weird one to hit. You know, it's a weird move. It doesn't cover all the shit like a Nair and a forward air does. So it's such a deliberate idea, and when it does hit, it also got that juicy sound. So.
It's got a juicy sound.
Oh, Albert.
Shine up top.
Is that death?
Yeah, that's a pretty. It's gonna be a pretty common punish here because the shine sends are up so far, and at that percent, you can get kills on stages like Battlefield as well. This is a very vertical, like punish matchup for Falco. You're gonna get the shine. You can get a couple hits, but it's not quite like a puff where you get couple get out. It's a much closer to the chest punish game, I feel, and that's part of the fun. Oh my God, what a nut! Yeah, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I think you're spot on there, and I think that's why, you know, for example, you look at Falco's best stages in the matchup, you're always taking her to Yoshi's like immediately, right?
Yeah. Like
the first place you go.
And it's because of off top, honestly. Like obviously the bear is great, but you get so much from up air, from shine, and just that's how Falco gets the paycheck here. But on the other side is Peach with so many 0 to death, so many like the edge guarding is actually insane. Oh, maybe not. Sometimes.
Oh, he wailed out of the top platform just to add a little bit of spice to it.
Big custom.
But you're a glass cannon. You know, you get chain grabbed on flat stages. The platform follow-ups are pretty good if you're fast enough, and then obviously the edge guards. But Albert keeps going to that ledge, and it's going to be a problem.
That all started from him trying to kill Polish with a side B.
Yeah.
He went off stage trying to hit with it.
Oh, no, Albert.
Polish made a funny face.
Oh, no, Albert. Again?
Is he throwing?
He just messed up.
Okay. I actually thought maybe he was just doing that. All right, let's...
Polish utterly confused at what's going on, but only for a second, keeping his composure.
Yeah. Look at him for the summon slot. You can't stay confused. You got to keep your head in the game.
Right.
Okay, he's looking to cover some options with that down smash.
So yeah, you get the downer there, you kind of move away, you see where Peach is going to land, and then you go for it again, and that's sort of the name of the game. You can't get these true like pillar combos like it's Fox or something, but it feels sometimes like you can if you get the read.
Yeah. Man, Polish's, like, his ability to get onto these platforms really quickly with some of these little piece of advanced tech, it's very, like, right there, the little...
Polish is throwing out an aerial on the side platform before Albert even thinks about going there. And then he's there, and it's like a Dragon Ball Z scene where Polish instant transmissions in front of him with a Nair.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
I think that's, like, a big part of modern Peach is defying expectations as to how quickly she can move up and down. Like, Polish, like, one of the edge guards he did was, like, he, like, went to the ledge, and then he covered a high angle. Like, he, like, baited him to go high, because you're like, well, Peach, she's on the ledge, she can't get up there that fast. Or, oh, she can't get up to this platform that fast. I'll be safe if I do this on. And she's up there with, you know, some of these advanced techniques, like, I don't know, what are they, just the float land, things like that. Right there, he was going for it. Albert denies it this time, though. Wow. Enough of that. Enough of that nonsense. Shine you out a shield before you get anything out.
It's an interesting edge guard situation too as Falco because like, oh no, what a catch! Yeah. That was beautiful. Oh, Randall almost there to save it too.
Almost. Dude, Polish's player cam, you guys got to look at Polish. Polish, his eyes went so wide when Randall came out. He's like, oh, you better not mess this up for me, you stinking clown.
Man, yeah, you can't kind of drift into Peach like that and just mash trying to get an aerial out because she will be faster than you. And I think her buttons are just better if you're trying to beat it out like that. Dash attack. Just raw, good. Yeah. So that's another thing. When Peach is in the air, you got to pick your battles, right? She can down it, she can stuff you. Obviously, there's a lot of incentive to just maybe up air or get a really fast hit. But, I thought he was going to go for it.
He'd be a madman if he went for that slime.
That would be so sick. I don't think he's ready to start sacrificing stocks. As I say that, he ledge dashes off the edge of that little slope. It's always going to mess you up.
I can't. Oh, nice down air. I can't even blame Yoshi's for that. That just looked like a choppy wave dash.
For sure.
Wave dash, yeah. We're trying to go a little vertical here.
Yeah, there it is too. You get away. That zoning bear, you come back on the center stage and just kind of keep her above you. Obviously, don't get blendered, but not people are getting blendered at this stage of the game.
Good position for Albert here.
We usually die pretty quick. Oh. working with the blender.
One little baby slap.
Yeah, wow, that was awesome.
He barely got around that down smash. Another one.
He knew it was
Randall!
coming. Whoa!
What? Okay. What a
Go
weird
for
one.
DSD, Yeah.
Weird one. Nice edge cancel by Albert.
Albert in the lead now. He's been a little sloppy coming back from invincibility.
what a
Stuff
hair.
like this happens. He just gets knocked off stage real quick.
Yeah, a couple careless mistakes, but dead even match here. Oh, good nair to down smash by
43.
Polish. Huge damage.
So I'm trying to drop through Shine, and he actually ended up just like spinning around in his Shine on that
Yeah.
platform too. Really even game though right now. It's actually, I think, Falco favored considering the percent and the stage. Here's another
that's
shot
it.
off the top.
Especially
Boom.
considering the stage now. That is that down smash on the platform that I think on most stages you could kind of get away with that, but on Yoshi's especially, it's just, ooh, that shine and then the shine off the top. Is just gonna
Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead. You're so
He maybe should have quit while he was ahead with those down smashes because he did get a lot of mileage out of it, but the risk on Yoshi's story where you get
It's
shined
too
at
great.
58% and you
Oh.
actually die on the side platform is
God.
crazy.
Yeah. Albert, what I'm really liking about this match, there's a couple ways to play neutral as Falco against Peach. I've seen Westballs play entire sets versus Peaches where he will just full jump over and over and come down on top of them. And what Albert is actually taking a more balanced, like kind of lateral approach, where he's actually using a lot of lasers, but Polish then.
No!
No!
Polish deserved that, and he actually just.
He actually, yeah.
Oh
Wait,
no!
He had
He's
it.
bringing
Nice
it- he's
catch
bringing
the
it back,
up air,
actually.
though. No
Yeah.
jump. Oh, actually had a jump.
Could
Yeah.
Polish just have nared twice on that edge guard, or was it just too fast from Albert on the side B?
Yeah, I think that was just such a weird situation. I think also maybe ambiguous that his jump was gone. I was
Yeah.
confused. I'll say that much.
Wow.
Oh.
Albert turning up the heat here.
He is.
This is a Peach stage too. You got the chain grab.
Chain
You got
grab
a
is
lot
good.
of power with the just combos in general. Oh no!
He loved it.
That does like 10 damage too.
Hey, going back to what you're
Ooh.
saying, Toph, about like the balanced approach, it's like, yeah, we've seen for sure Westfall's play that Armada set, you know, at Big House, very classic. But I
Right.
think at the end of the day, it's also just boring, right?
It is
Falco
boring.
has the tools to be able to play Peach's game. She has a perfect float height that goes above lasers, but you can get under her, you know, and it's this really fun, again, vertical game that I think is worth playing because of the evenness of it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm liking Polish. That's kind of been happening. Polish is like kind of adjusting his float heights. He's trying to get over the laser that Albert doesn't fast fall the laser, or
Right.
he doesn't coming off the platform or something.
Dude.
Nice, getting in there, just take laser dash attack.
Dude.
Beautiful.
Huge damage from these little openings for Polish.
Oh my god. I love that too. That's that scrappy shit, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
doesn't run away, he doesn't try to like back up power shield, he just take laser dash attack because he knows the range. And there it is too. Look at how fun that is.
What a punish,
Yeah, and
dude.
he actually comboed laser into back air there. So sick from Albert.
It's barely Polish, barely missing that forward air because of the spacing of Albert, and him landing the Hadouken as he comes down. It's just this matchup is so sick. Ooh, go back air here. Nice, this should be it. Oh, just kidding. Albert's got the angles.
Like he could have stood to do more of those down airs. I've seen Peaches where they'll rinse repeat the float down air, but he gets the KO one way or the other. Even game again. Ooh, wow. Oh, he thought he was like, if I stay up here, I might get down aired. I gotta go back down to the ground.
These guys are fighting too. Every time Polish hits a fair, it's just like I feel like it's the most genius, thing he ever could have done, right? Because
Yeah.
they're so hard to hit.
It is.
Yeah, and that dash attack he's doing in between the lasers.
To roll back, genius. But Albert's got some tilts.
Oh, Albert controlling the corner here.
I love a good Falco forward tilt, I gotta tell you.
So high level.
It's a very classy move, you know?
Yeah,
Very
Sweet.
gentleman move.
Refined.
No!
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
dude.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna up air and like kind of be in a weird spot, but the nair he knew would hit.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
You've been watching too many Twitter clips, Slime.
I have. Oh my God, Albert's
Ryle
nuts.
beat clips.
All right.
Wow, he's surviving to fight another day. That's gonna do it. Try to downer him to keep him off of him, but no.
Albert chasing him on the top of the screen here. Dead even game. Who's going to break away in the set here? Albert piling on the lasers. Good shine opening.
Man, he's just, it is beautiful, like the ballet of getting through these lasers and closing the
Yeah.
gap against Falco. But now Albert playing back more, changing up that last stock.
But if Albert gets hit by one down smash, this stock could be half over.
Yep. A knockdown, a grab. Oh no, the shine's gonna hit.
Wow, forward air, huh?
That's not fair.
When in doubt, just forward air. Just get that little bit of damage.
Beautiful
Dr.
grab.
PP showed us the way.
Oh,
what an air dodge!
What an air dodge.
If he wins off that, it's genius.
But Albert with his own air dodge.
Oh my God. I'm getting
Good
the dash attack
attack.
genius. This is a perfect
Oh,
space
no.
right here.
Oh, but he still got forward smash. No recovery frames on it.
But Albert slides the eyes behind and gets the shine.
Squid's sitting up right now.
Squid's freaking out.
Here we go. Chain grab
Oh.
should be all the way off stage.
This is the
eventually.
first chain
He
grab we've
down
seen.
throws! What happened?
He's keeping him in the corner, though. Albert!
Oh! Trying to chase him down.
Control.
Yeah.
Got the control back.
You're
Got some
right,
space.
Albert scraps, bro.
These power shields are so intimidating, and now the up B, he gets the
Ah!
Not like that.
Good DI, though.
Albert! Oh my god, Albert.
Genius to go for the instant downer as well. Oh my god!
Oh, she
Oh.
died! She got her float out.
She woke up and
She
then
came out of, yeah.
blown into the abyss.
Albert
yeah.
up 2-1 there. I did not know. It's one of those moments where you don't want to say, like, that is it, because it really was. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell. That was a classic James Chen will it kill.
Will it kill?
Holy smokes. I didn't think he was dead. I saw the peach come out of the
Because it
she woke
happened
up.
earlier, right? There was a hit off the right side. It was like, oh, that's definitely it. And
Right.
it wasn't. And so now you're doubting yourself as a commentator. But it's back to FD.
Polish
as close as that was.
Dude, only got one chain grab at the start, or sorry, at the very end of the game, and then dropped it. He has
Yeah.
to pick up more than that on this second FD pick.
I actually will say that at the end of that, by the end of that game, I was very much kind of expecting Polish to take the game. Oh, what a perfect height.
Instant down smash might have punished there, but it's also such a risk to go
Yeah.
for. Down tilt's really smart here, especially with Peach's shield. It's not great, and you can always just clip her toes and kill at this percent.
Yeah, maybe catch her rolling out of her shield or something. You do a little delay, you know.
Yep. It's good against Puff too. Down tilt's sick.
That dare. Look at that dare to cover the air dodge. She's gonna wait it out. Okay.
Coverage with the jab was genius too, but Polish getting all the space.
Good
Very
DI.
smart.
At least Albert DI that away, but good back air, closing out the stock.
This feels like the first kind of comfortable lead Albert's had.
Yeah, there's a confidence too in his approaches. You know, even on that last stock when he backed up, he was shooting lasers. It was more like beat, wait, go in instead of beat, go in.
Yeah.
I guess beat and wait are the same thing, but okay, off stage.
The vibe's different. I get
Go. Ditch? It
Yeah,
is a
that's
stitch. Try to
a
conceal it.
Oh shit!
He is trying. He's a sneaky little guy.
But every time you hit Peach, it has a chance to drop.
Oh.
He just Z drops it early.
Brutal. He also had that's a fun mini game too, is anticipating when they'll throw it, kind of like a Samus charge shot.
Yeah.
Trying to reflect it, and then they power shield and you die.
Oh, if Polish picked up that tech chase, that could have been the whole stock.
Oh
but
my
he,
god, getting out of that nair with a little wave dash was genius.
that was sick. The air dodge back, and he's got a huge chain grab for it. How long is he going to keep it going?
Farther than I think we've ever seen so far in this set. You usually end this with a nair off stage. There we go.
There it
Wow.
is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He even jumped into that. Polish bringing it right back on this FD game.
Oh,
Oh,
baby!
The Z drop, Slime?
That was nice. If Albert didn't roll away there, he's shattered. But another chain grab for Polish. This is great looking for him.
This Falco's going to explode here.
Yeah, Polish must have heard you, Oscar, where you said, you know, he's going to need at least more than one chain
more
grab,
than
right?
half a chain grab.
And this is, what it looks
He's
like
like,
when
oh,
the
sure,
Peach
sure.
can get two.
Yep. This is why he picked FD.
And Peach is this funny kind of dynamic with her chain grab where sometimes it can be a little tricky to end. Like you saw in the last one where he got the nair. He actually kind of had Albert double jumping into it.
Yeah.
This time he wasn't quite able to finish it, but you do get them to like 120. So then you're kind of just, okay, I just have to win this for one more time.
There's also a sick counterplay by Albert as well to get that down tilt. It was like a two-hit succession into a barely killed, I think. 5% less. Probably doesn't, but now looking like more even game.
Albert tries to go for that up air one more time.
I love the little barely jump up throw to get a little bit more coverage with the stitch or the turnip, but and Albert's recovery is really hard to deal with for Polish.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, at the edge. Such a weird spot on the edge. We've seen Polish go for regular get-up attack from the ledge. You know, it's tough for Peach, like we always say. Finally goes for it.
That's a smart choice. Just air dodge the hell away. But Albert going to close it out with the back air, and he's up in this game. What a comeback.
After two big chain grabs, just kind of hasn't.
One touch here should do. Oh, he barely misses the grab.
Oh, but Albert's going to make himself so hard to hit it here.
Look at Polish get through those lasers. That was genius.
Yep.
Fourth throw kills here, maybe? No, just an edge guard.
Yeah, just
Good
an
DI.
guard.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
He's going to take that 16.
I think Polish upset that he got traded there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that damage hurts. It's mental damage if nothing else.
It's too much damage.
Oh, you did! Grab?
That's a
Yep.
grab.
That's so tight.
Ooh.
Oh, and he goes for the nair.
He goes high again. Finally, Albert mixing it up.
Albert going for ledge there, and he's back on stage. Polish boxing him out with back airs.
Oh my god, again with the air dodge. Polish has a gigantic brain, except when Albert's off stage, it seems like gets another grab.
The jab gets punished, and that's it. Game 5.
Wow.
Polish bringing it back, playing FD the way it's supposed to be played there.
God, what a grinding set for both of these players.
Yep.
Like, neither one of them is getting a break at all from the other. Just when you think one of them is pulling ahead, the other one just steps on the gas.
They really do, yeah. It was like this huge back and forth of like half stock percent combos or just complete like 3-hit, 4-hit, you're dead.
Yeah.
It was that's insane. The way Polish got that last hit into the down smash, that hit on both sides of Albert, which is insane, was so beautiful. The spacing in general of this is like worth an entire video analysis alone.
Yeah. Oh man. And Pokemon Stadium kind of like offers a lot of the FD, you know, the nice stuff that you get on FD with the ability to move around, but now you don't get chain grab.
Yep.
Be a big difference maker here for Albert.
The platforms being low though, they do make it tough, right? Like Polish, like if he's quick enough, if he's on the ball enough, you get the knockdown up on that platform and you can do some serious damage still. It's just not as sort of, I guess, guaranteed as the chain grab, but even then.
Yeah, not as straightforward.
Here we go. He just comes out with a downer.
Wait, that nair one at the very bottom? Crazy.
That is crazy.
That's
That is
crazy
crazy.
spacing from Polish.
I love Albert going high every time, just calling, like, you know, keeping him honest about it.
Ooh. Albert, great movement here on the side platform.
It's going so fast. Dude, Polish is so good at dealing with lasers. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, just taking them when he needs to, wave dashing around them, and even power shielding at times.
Not to mention floating above them.
Ooh, that's gonna catch though. Okay.
Long first stock here. Albert barely takes it, and something tells me this is going to go to last stock situation, as Mr. Saturn is not really what he wanted there. You'd think it has potential, but it's kind of a whack pull.
Yeah, it's a whack pull. He shows up to the party. It's like, hey,
this
man.
guy.
Hey.
That's crazy. You found out. Who told
Wow,
you?
we didn't invite you. Sick.
No tech on the platform. Oh, no. Polish dropping that a little bit there.
Oh, the full hop from Albert?
The pace is definitely so different from the FD game, ironically, right?
Wait.
The platforms.
Look at the DI from Albert.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So good. And Polish, it still feels like he's kind of learned from that Yoshi Story game. Every time he's on the platform above Albert, he is really holding off on that down smash now.
Yeah.
Just kind of knowing that, yeah, you know, the reward is great, but the risk
It's a
makes
bad
it...
spot. Honestly, that down smash is the only thing. Oh, my God.
That was quick.
I can't do that. Squid can do that. I can't do it.
Sheesh.
McClank's there again. Albert choosing the correct rolls a lot, too, to get away from Polish.
If Albert somehow DI'd that, I would be like, yeah, he has Dewan DI. It's no
Dewan
big.
DI. Somehow, some way. It's a bad look too when you're Peach. You got to be killing the Falco off the top.
Oh no.
And that is like a man. That means he's living too long.
The edge guarding has been really, really difficult for Polish, and I don't know if it's a testament to Albert's mix-ups or just kind of like dropping the ball, because I've seen a lot of games where Falco is just auto-dead, you know?
Wow.
And it's those ones where he goes out where he's most successful, but even then, you know, you're taking a risk.
Great grabbing too, whenever he needs it.
Again, every time. And that's what you want, right? You want him to go for that so you can punish with that fair, but he's just barely out of range, and Albert getting the counter hit.
See how quickly Albert turned around and just started throwing those auto-cancel back airs out.
Oh,
Wow.
no! Polish going
and he
down.
just bonks him. Wow. After such a close set, too, that game 5 is just... Wow.
The lowest percent dare known to man to kill a Peach.
Yeah.
Ever.
No coming back from that.
No coming back from that. Yeah, because she gets no verticality on her recovery.
Yep.
She just, you know, especially once she burns
And
her double jump.
she starts so low to sweet spot.
starts so
Oh,
low.
God.
Wait, when you're Falco in that spot too, you're like, okay, what I've learned through my experience is that the Parasol will beat anything I ever try to do ever.
Right.
Every thought that I have, it will be in front of me. But Albert just snuck in a down air at a percent that you never see.
Man, what a set. I mean, would that game have gone different if Polish was able to close out stock number 1 somewhat early without going down to only 2 stocks of his own? Because what did Albert live to 160 there on the first stock? That was
160, 169, I think.
That can't be happening if you're Peach
I think
you hate to see it.
It is only a symptom of poor edge guarding, because there is that Marthritis level with Peach Falco.
Yes.
You know, you're like, maybe you do get in there, but they come back really far, and maybe it's across the stage, so you got to move, and Peach is very slow. I get it. But, man, a couple more clean edge guards, I think Polish takes that actually very, very convincingly.
But, man, all the young Falco players, just watch how Albert, as we check out some great highlights here.
No.
Yeah, those SDs in the first game, I forgot.
Polish go through all the gamut of emotions.
Oh, yeah.
This is beautiful, too.
There you go.
Randall almost there, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, Randall.
I wonder if part of it was like on that last. You remember you were mentioning even as we were talking about Peach's edge guard. You know, you got to go out there just like that. But what Albert is doing, and even there he almost successfully did it to make it tricky, is Polish is committing to his float height. There again, he commits to that float height pretty early. And I think Albert realized after a certain point, Polish is actually picking because Peach can't really go up once she starts floating out there. And Albert realized, like, I could double jump above that and just side B over it. And that's what he started doing in that stadium game, where even those last 2 we saw in the highlights, where Polish was getting the nair on the up B, but it was, like, close. And then on the final one, Albert's like, you know what, I'm just going to circumvent this entirely. Like, you're picking your float height so early that, and ouch.
I just didn't even have it out.
He was at 0, huh?
Tough.
Man.
Damn.
And that's a bit of desperation, too, right? If Peach is putting herself off the stage like that early, to put herself in a spot where that downer is even possible, it's a bad sign. Yeah, high openings per kill, honestly, from both players, relatively speaking.
Yeah, that's the matchup, you know. I will say, I do think Peach, maybe I'm just looking at it through Falco-colored glasses, but I feel like Peach, you can touch Falco and absolutely obliterate him, but it wasn't really happening for Polish, which is unfortunate.
It's crazy. Game 5, I feel like all the aspiring Falco players out there should look at how Albert played after he took Polish's first stock and how he hung on for that long. It's almost like he just flipped a switch and just landed 30 lasers of that stock and completely boxed Polish out. So it's almost like it wasn't like Polish dropped combos or had like Marthritis. It's more like he couldn't find a hit at all versus Albert in that stadium game.
Not at all, yeah.
Good stuff. The Polish going to be out of the running for Smash Summit 11 and just done for the tournament, but definitely excited to see more Polish. Obviously been playing for a long time since Apex 2015 because I did my homework. Continue to see Polish do well in tournaments, play Peach, an absolute madman great style that is so fun to watch. So,
yeah. I think it was most exemplified in the Battlefield game. That first game where he was really showing us kind of what Peach has to do, but what Peach can do on those platforms. I love watching modern Peach. It was like Triff who pointed out, you know, all these modern Peaches, like they're so technical now. They're not even pulling turnips between stocks. But Levin was saying, well, that is a little bit silly. But
he's always got something to say.
They're so enamored. They're so enamored, I think, by the tech skill element of the character, and it's something we didn't see out of the Peach populace, I think, for many years in the early days of Melee. And it's really cool that all the modern Peaches have really just kind of embraced that side of her.
Yeah.
And yeah, it makes her just a really interesting character to watch. So,
really quick,
I was gonna
we're gonna go to a break really quick. While we're on break, you should check out Poilon Esport, which there's an EU tournament going on right now. You guys can catch the final matches of it. We'll be back with more Summit Champions League.